So welcome back students. Now we will discuss some common doubts of students from various books. First is find the sum of the products of the corresponding terms of the sequence 2, 4, 8, 16, 32 and means this is GP1 and this is GP2. 128, 32, 8, 2 and half. And what we have to find? The sum of products of corresponding terms. Means if A1 is the first term of GP1 and B1 is the first term of GP2, then the next series, actually we don't know whether it is an AP or a GP. So first we multiply A1, B1 to get first term, A2, B2 to get second term of this series and so on. So what will be the first term? 2 into 128. Second term, 4 into 32. Third term, 8 into 8. Fourth term, 16 into 2. Fifth term, 32 into half. That is, and so on. 256, 128, 64, 32, 60. So check whether it's a GP or not. So if you find R, that is A2 by A1, we get 128 by 256 equals to half. And again, if you find by A3 by A2, is it giving the same result or not? Yes. 64 to the 128. So ratio is common. And whenever there is common ratio, it's a GP. And now what we have to find? We have to find the sum of products. It ends at only 5 points. Okay, 5 terms. So there are no other terms. Only 5 terms are there. Means n equals to 5. A equals to first term is 256. So sum of n terms, we know that formula is A into r to the power n minus 1 when r is greater than 1 over r minus 1. But when r is less than 1, this formula will not work, as in this r is half, means less than 1. So when r is less than 1, we use the formula A into 1 minus r to the power n over 1 minus r equals to, now A means first term is 256 into 1 minus r half. Value of n is 5. We have to find the sum up to 5 terms. Only 5 terms are given, over 1 minus half equals to 256 into 1 minus 1 upon 32 over half equals to 256 into 1 by 2 becomes 2 into 31 by 32, 16, 16, 2, 16, 16, 16. And 16 into 31, 496 is the answer. So sum to 5 terms of the series which is formed by the product of the given terms is also a GP, and its sum is 496. So next doubt is question number 21. Find the sum of n terms of a series whose mth term is 2 to the power m plus 2m. Okay. Mth term of a series is 2 to the power m plus 2m. And what we have to find? We have to find the sum to n terms. So first write the first term of this series. 2 to the power 1 plus 2 into 1. Their natures are different. In one, we are observing that it is in terms of exponent, and in other, it is the terms of form of product. So don't add them to get 2 plus 2, 4. A2 equals to 2 square plus 2 into 2. A3 equals to 2 cube plus 2 into 3. Both the series are of different nature. And this is the actually the sum of two series. And we have to find the sum up to n terms. And what will be the nth term? Nth term will be 2 to the power n plus 2 into n. Now sum of n terms of series is equal to a1 plus a2 plus a3 and so on up to an. That is 2 to the power 1 plus 2 into 1 plus 2 square plus 2 into 2 plus 2 cube plus 2 into 3 and so on up to n terms. Now in one bracket we will write all the terms, all the first terms of the brackets. 2 to the power 1 plus 2 square plus 2 cube and so on up to n terms plus in second bracket we write 2 into 1 plus 2 into 2 plus 2 into 6, 3, that is 6 and so on up to n terms. And in first bracket, if you observe, it's a GP with common ratio 2 square by 2 equals to 2 and first term is also 2 and we know that its formula is A into r to the power n minus 1 upon r minus 1. So 2 into 2 to the power n minus 1 upon 2 minus 1. And in second, we know that it's an AP 2, 4, 6, 8 and so on. So first term is 2 and this is common difference which is obtained by the difference of A2 and A1 which is 4 minus 2 equals to 2. And the formula for n terms we know that is n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So in first 2 into 2 to the power n minus 1 plus in second n by 2, 2 into 2 plus n minus 1 into common difference is also 2. When we open the bracket, powers will be added 2 to the power n plus 1 minus 2 ones are 2 plus n by 2 into 4 plus 2n minus 2 equals to 2 to the power n plus 1 minus 2 plus n by 2 into 2n plus 2. When we open the bracket, 2 to the power n plus 1 minus 2 plus n by 2 into 2 common into n plus 1 to 2 cancelled out. 2 to the power n plus 1 minus 2 plus n into n plus 1 is n square plus n. So this is the answer. Now question number 23. Sorry, 23. Yes, 23. Find the sum of the series. This is the next out. 1 plus x plus 1 plus x square and so on up to n terms. Okay. 1 plus x plus 1 plus x square and so on up to n terms. Okay. So first term is 1, second is 1 plus x, third is 1 plus x square. And what will be the next? If we write the fourth bracket also, it will be 1 plus x square plus x cube. Means inside the bracket, it's a GP. It is also a GP. This is also a GP and this is also a GP. So there are two methods. First, we will use the concept-based method. This 1 plus x is also a GP of two terms. One has only single term. Now 1 plus x is GP of two terms. So what is the formula for GP? We know that sum of n terms of a GP is a into 1 minus r to the power n upon 1 minus r when r is less than 1. So if we consider that this x is less than 1, this is GP of two terms. So formula will be a is 1 into 1 minus r is x to the power n upon 1 minus x, and value of n is 2 in this, as there are only 2 terms. So in place of n, we write 2. In place of this n. Plus, in third, it is the GP of 3 terms. So formula is 1 into 1 minus x cube over 1 minus x. In fourth, it is GP of 4 terms, 1 minus x to the power 4 upon 1 minus x, and so on up to n terms. Means there will be nth term also, which will be the GP of n terms. Now look at this. Denominator of each term is 1 minus x. So, and in this 1, there is no denominator. So if we write this 1 as 1 minus x upon 1 minus x, so we can write it like this also. Now 1 as 1 minus x over 1 minus x plus 1 minus x square over 1 minus x plus 1 minus x cube over 1 minus x plus 1 minus x to the power 4 over 1 minus x, and so on up to n terms. Now, if 1 upon 1 minus x is common, so first term is 1 minus x, second term is 1 minus x square, third term is 1 minus x cube, fourth is 1 minus x to the power 4, and so on up to n terms, equals to 1 upon 1 minus x. Now we write all the first terms together. 1 plus 1 plus 1, and how many are these? They are only n terms. And then write the second term, and all the terms are negative, so we can take minus common from this. So x plus second is x square plus third is x cube, and so on up to n terms, equals to 1 upon 1 minus x into, now 1 plus 1 plus 1 and so on up to n terms means n, minus x plus x square plus x cube and so on up to n terms is a GP, whose formula is a, first term is x, into 1 minus r is also x to the power n, as there are n terms, over 1 minus x. So this is the final answer. Or one more line, you can open the bracket, n upon 1 minus x, 1 upon 1 minus x into n, and minus x into 1 minus x to the power n over 1 minus x whole square, which is the final answer. So next doubt, question number 22. Sum the series x into x plus y plus x square into x square plus y square plus x cube into x cube plus y cube, and so on up to n terms. This is also same as question number 23. Question number 22. Find the sum x into x plus y, comma, x square into x square plus y square, comma, x cube into x cube plus y cube, and we have to find this sum up to n terms. So sum is, if you multiply x to this bracket, x square plus xy, and in second bracket x to the power 4, x square into x square, x to the power 4 plus x square, y square, plus third bracket x cube into x cube, x to the power 6 plus x cube, y cube, and so on up to n terms, equals to, in first bracket we write x square plus x to the power 4 plus x to the power 6, and so on up to n terms, and in second term we write xy plus x square y square plus x cube y cube, and so on up to n terms. So this is GP with first term x square, common ratio x square, number of terms n, so x square whole to the power n over 1 minus x square plus xy is the first term. 1 minus common ratio is xy again, x square y square upon xy. X cube y cube upon x square y square. Common ratio is xy only. Whole to the power n over 1 minus xy. So this is the answer. Or you can write one more line. X square into 1 minus x to the power 2n over 1 minus x square plus xy into 1 minus x to the power n y to the power n over 1 minus xy, which is the answer. Next doubt is again from the same 27th. This one. Some of the questions are given in my sheet also. If S1, S2 and S3, S1, S2 and S denotes the sum of n, 2n and infinite number of terms of a GP. Okay. So S1 represents what? Sum of n terms of GP. S2 represents sum of 2n terms of GP, and S represents sum of infinite terms. Prove that S1 into S1 minus S. So we have to prove that S1 into S1 minus S equals to S1 minus S2 into S. Okay. Now we know that S1 means sum of n terms of GP. So formula will be A into 1 minus R to the power n upon 1 minus R. 2n terms is A into 1 minus R to the power 2n upon 1 minus R. And infinite GP A upon 1 minus R, and it also shows that R is less than 1. Then only we can find the sum of infinite terms. Now we start with LHS, which is equal to S1 into S1 minus S. S1 is A into 1 minus R to the power n upon 1 minus R. This is into S1 is again there, A into 1 minus R to the power n upon 1 minus R, minus S is A upon 1 minus R equals to A into 1 minus R to the power n upon 1 minus R into common is A upon 1 minus R. So 1 minus R to the power n from the first, and from second there will be only minus 1, 1 cancelled out. So A into 1 minus R to the power n upon 1 minus R into A upon 1 minus R into, after cancelling 1, it is minus R to the power n. And what we have to bring? S1 minus S2 into S. S we know that is A upon 1 minus R. It is already there. So write it first of all, A upon 1 minus R, and write the remaining in bracket. A into 1 minus R to the power n upon 1 minus R into minus R to the power n. So A upon 1 minus R, which is S, is already there, and A into 1 minus R to the power n into minus R to the power n. If we multiply this minus R to the power n to 1, it is minus R to the power n. And when we multiply this minus R to the power n with minus R to the power n, it is minus into minus plus R to the power n into R to the power n is R to the power 2n. So A upon 1 minus R into, if we now write the positive first, R to the power 2n, or it is what we have to bring thing S1. S1 is A into 1 minus R to the power n upon 1 minus R. Okay, so it is also 1 minus R to the power n. Okay. So when it is already 1 minus R to the power n and we have minus R to the power n in our calculation. So if we add 1 and minus R to the power n is already there, and then we subtract 1, 1 minus R to the power n minus 1 plus R to the power 2n over 1 minus R equals to, this is S. When we separate this bracket, A into 1 minus R to the power n. Minus is common, and also multiplying A, we get A into 1 minus R to the power 2n over what? 1 minus R. So it is also S into A into 1 minus R to the power n upon 1 minus R minus A into 1 minus R to the power 2n upon 1 minus R. So S into, this is S1, sum of n terms. This is S2n, S2, sum of 2n terms. And this is RHS. Right hand side is S into S1 minus S2. So, or S1 minus S2 into S. They are the same things. Equals to right hand side. Hence, next out from our sheet. Question number 35, recurring decimal. We have to convert it to a vulgar fraction. We have done it in rational number in class 9th, but this time we have to use GP, 2.357 whole bar. Equals to, we can write 2.357 bar means we know that 357, 357, 357, 357 reoccurs again and again till infinity. So if we separate them, we get 2 plus this 0.357, 0.357 plus 0.3 zeros first. In place of 2, there will be 0. In place of 357,000. As on adding, it will be a 2.357. These three terms are now added. It is 0 only. And then if this is also added, so it gives 2.357357 plus again 0.000000, then 357, and so on up to infinity. So 2 plus, if we write it 357 upon 1000, 1000 means 10 cube, plus 357 upon 10 to the power 6 plus 357 upon 10 to the power 9, and so on up to infinity. 2 is constant. It is not among the terms of GP. 357 is common in all. Upon 10 cube is also common. So inside the bracket, first term is 1. Next is 1 by 10 cube. Third is 1 by 10 to the power 6. Fourth is 1 by 10 to the power 9, and so on up to infinity, equals to 2 plus 357 upon 10 cube into. Now this time it is up to infinity, and we know that sum to infinity is A upon 1 minus R, where first term A is given by 1. Common ratio R is A2 by A1 or A3 by A2, whatever you find, it will be always 1 by 10 cube. So A upon 1 minus R, that is 2 plus 357 upon 1000 into value of A is 1 upon 1 minus value of R is 1 upon 1000 So it is 2 plus 357 upon 1000 into 1 upon 999 upon 1000. These two 1000 will be cancelled out. 2 plus 357 upon 999. We can simplify, they are divisible by 3. 119 upon 333. So the final answer is 333 to just 666 plus 119 upon 333. So the answer is 785 upon 333. Is that clear to you? After this, today. Next out is 38th. Very easy. Prove that LHS, start with LHS 6 to the power half. Question number 38 from the above sheet. 6 to the power 1 by 4 into 6 to the power 1 by 8 and so on up to infinity. We know that powers are added in multiplication. So 1 by 2 plus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 8. If bases are same, powers are added, and this is up to infinity. So if you observe the power, it is the GP only, whose sum is, we know that A equals to half. R is 1 by 4 upon 1 by 2, that is, it is also half. So 6 into A upon 1 minus R equals to 6 into 1 by 2 upon 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 1 by 2 cancelled out. So the final answer is 6, which we have to prove as the RHS, hence proved. Hence proved. Again, the next question is 39th, I think. Okay, 39th. If x equals to a plus a by r plus a by r square and so on up to infinity. Okay, so this is also an AP. X equals to a plus a by r plus a by r square plus so on up to infinity. Clearly, it's a GP with first term a upon common ratio 1 by r equals to a upon r minus 1 upon r equals to ar upon 1 minus r. So this is the value of x, which is the sum of GP a plus a by r plus a by r square and so on up to infinity. So the value of x is, we have calculated ar upon 1 minus r, take it as equation number 1. And y equals to what is given about y? B by r plus b by r square plus b by b plus, it must be plus actually, not minus, I think. B plus b by r plus, no, it is correct. Alternate minus plus are there. So y equals to b minus b by r plus 1 by r square minus b by r cube is correct. Y equals to b minus b by r plus b by r square minus b by r cube and so on up to infinity. So this time first term is again b, but common ratio is second term upon first term, that is b cancelled out, minus 1 by r. So 1 minus 1 by r will be there, that is b upon 1 plus 1 by r equals to b upon LCM is r, so it is r plus 1, r goes to the numerator, br upon 1 plus r. So this is the value of y equals to br upon 1 plus r. The second equation, first equation was x equals to r upon 1 minus r, one more is there. Z equals to c plus c by r square plus c by r to the power 4. Z equals to c plus c by r square plus c by r to the power 4 and so on up to infinity. So a upon 1 minus r square equals to c upon, when we take the LCM, r square. So it is also r square minus 1. So equals to CR square upon r square minus 1. Now we can write this r square minus 1 is the factor r minus 1 into r plus 1. So this is the value of z. Now we have to find xy by z, prove that xy by z. So find xy by z and prove that it is equal to AB by C. In this we have to prove that xy by z equals to AB by C. So x is AR upon 1 minus R. Y is PR upon 1 plus R upon Z is CR square upon, it is R minus 1 kya? Yes, it is R minus 1. So we can find our mistakes also. So you must have understood that we have proved the identity. All the denominator will be cancelled out, all the r's will be cancelled out. So answer is AB by C. Hence proved. Hope you must have understood this also. So continue to solve these questions and ask your doubts. We will discuss them in next.